Teacher. We will learn the second chapter of science class. It's skeletal system. Our body is supported by the skeletal system or the skeletal. Skeletal system is also known as skeleton. Skeleton is a framework of bones. You can see many bones are here. So it is framework of bones that provides shapes to our body. It gives shape to our body, yes. And it protects the body from external shocks. Now, why bones are important? Our body has different types of bones. They are of different shapes and sizes. It can be big, small, some are long and some are short. Some are long, some are short. Some are round and some are flat. See, some are round and some are flat. Some bones are hard and some bones are soft. In an adult human body, there are 206 bones. So, in an adult human body, there are 206 bones. So, when a baby is born, it has 300 bones because its bones are broken. Means not in the proper way of this skeletal system. When it grows up, its bones joins and when it became an adult, it has 206 bones. Some of the ways in which bones help our body given below. They give shape and support to our body. So, they give shape and support to our body that our body's bones are attached. They help us to stand upright. We can stand, sit down. So, third point, they protect the delicate internal organs of the body. Yes, they protect the delicate. Bones and muscles together help in the movement of the body. So bones and muscles together, when they mix together, it helps in movement of body. Now measure bones. First let us read the info bit. More than half the bones of the human body are in the hands and feet. So it's written that more than half of the bones in our body, they are in hands and legs. Okay. So first, now let's us read. Measure bones. The human skeletal has certain measure bones which play an important role in the functioning of the body and in protecting the important organs of the body. So, they have certain measure bones. They play a very important role for functioning the body and in protecting more important organs of the body. Let us learn more about the measure bones in our body. So first measure bone in our body is skull. The skull is a hollow structure that surrounds and protects the brain. So skull is hollow in structure. It has some hollow space and it protects the brain. See, this is a structure of a skull. See, skull is written. The skull is made up of 22 bones. So the skull is made up of 22 bones. 8 flat bones of the skull are interlocked. So 8 flat bones are interlocked. Interlocked means 2 or more things attached together. See, 2 or more things are attached together, no? That's why. To form the head. 8 flat bones are interlocked to form the head. The remaining 14 of the skull together form the frame of the face. Leaving the 8 bones, the 14 bones make the structure of the face. Thus, the skull has holes for eyes and nose. So you can see there is hole for eyes and nose. Now, jaw bones. The bones that make up the jaw help us in biting, chewing food, speaking, and yawning. So the jaw helps us. Jaw helps us in chewing food, speaking, and yawning. Yawning when we are sleepy, so we yawn. The lower jawbone are known as mandible, form the lower part of the skull. So the lower bone. So there are two. See, upper bone, lower bone. So the lower jawbone is known as mandible. It forms the lower part of the skull. The upper jawbone, also known as maxilla. So the upper jawbone is known as maxilla, form the major part of the center of the face. It comes in the center of the major part in the center of the face. Now, the upper and the lower jawbone together form the structure of a mouth. So you can see the upper and lower make the structure of a mouth. The lower jawbone is only movable bone in the skull. Only the lower jawbone is movable bone in the skull. 16 teeth are embedded in each jaw of an adult. So in an adult mouth, in the up part it has 16 and at the lower also 16. Let's read the alphabet. Our teeth are part of our skeletal system, but they are not counted as bones. So it's alphabet that teeth isn't skeletal system, but it is not counted as a bones. So now third major bones is backbone. The long bony structure of the skeletal is called the backbone. It is the long bone. It's called in the skeletal. It's called backbone. It is also known as vertebral columns. It's in the columns. So it's written vertebral columns. The backbone is made up of 33 bones called the vertebrae. So 33 bones in the backbone makes the vertebrae. These small bones are linked together like a chain. So you can see it is all linked together like a chain. They allow us to bend and twist. So with the backbone, we can bend, twist. The backbone runs along our back and protects the spinal cord. So the backbone is at our back. It protects the spinal cord. The spinal cord is a bundle of nerves that takes messages from the body to the brain. So a spinal cord is a bundle of nerves that takes messages from the body to brain and from the brain back to the body. It takes message in the brain and comes down. Now it is part of the nerve system. So the spinal cord is part of the nerve system. Now the fourth and the last part of the muscle, rib cage. The rib cage is a structure of bones that lies in the chest region. So you can see it is in the chest region. The rib cage protects the two delicate of the body, the lungs and the heart. So the rib cage protects the lungs and the heart. It is made up of 12 pairs of ribs. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And see 12. The ribs are thin curved bones. Ribs are thin. See, there are thin and curved bones. The bones of the rib cage are attached to the bones at the back and to the chest bone at the front. So they are attached to the rib cage at the back and the chest bone at the front. The chest bone or the sternum. The chest bone is also known as sternum is a long flat bone that lies in the center of the rib cage. It is a long and flat bone that lies in the rib cage. The last two pairs, you can see the last two pairs of the ribs are not attached to the chest bone. They are called floating. So they both are not attached by they are attached by the backbone, but they are not attached by the chest bone. So these both are called floating ribs. Now let's read the alphabet. The smallest bone in the human body, called the stirrup, is found in the ear. So the smallest bone in the human body is called stirrup, and it is found in our ears. So in the next video you will see more about the skeletal system.